Hey, what is up everyone? It's your boy Speed here, and it's been a while since we've done this. It's been a while since we visited the trenches. We check out what's going on down there. You know, I always like to take a look, just make sure that everything is going all right. This is a, what is this? Archon? This is an Archon 5 average game in the Southeast Asia region. And we're going to be looking at it, taking a look, see what these players do right? Because surely they can't do everything wrong. And what they do wrong, and trying to help them fix that. And, you know, I think these videos are good because it gives a very good perspective where I'm not only looking at professional gameplay and giving tips, but I'm also able to criticize gameplay here a lot more and really point out what the mistakes are, not necessarily just what people have to do correct. So, if you're excited for this video and you want to help support our channel, it would mean the world to me if you could smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. As well, leave a comment down below if you want to see more of these videos and what bracket I should do it again in next. So if you want to see it in the 4K MMR bracket, 2K MMR bracket, 1K MMR bracket, whatever it is, let me know. Alright, let's get into the video. But quickly, before we do, I do want to announce that we just released the gameleap website, right? So if you guys are looking for new content, we just put out this site. It's brand new. I have not been promoting it for the last 2 years now. If you don't know what it is at this point, we put new videos every single day that help you get to the next level. I'm not kidding. You don't believe me? Go check it out. Not reposted YouTube videos, literally new, fresh content, right? So if you're looking for something, oh, it's not on YouTube, it's probably over there. So click the link down below, sign up today, and I hope to see you guys there. All right, so first things first, let's start off by doing an item check. You know, this is always something I like to do. Slark items, kind of weird, but I would say acceptable. Earth Spirit, I'm fine with this. The Alk, all right. Rushing Soul Ring, I don't like at all. I don't think this item is sustainable. I think you should be buying 2 bracers or... well, no, I think 2 bracers is the way to go right now. Did this even get 4 rune? But you really need to go 2 bracers. You can't, like, you just can't sustain this. Also, if he goes 2 bracers, he could actually start with a bracer essentially, right? Because he could ship the recipe right away, and, you know, that would give him that regen in the lane. So, I don't like that. I'm kind of a fan of buying like 2 branches instead of the extra set of tangos, but not the end of the world. Lion with a stick? Why? It's not... why a stick? There's no stick here. Why are you buying a stick? Ogre Magi, okay. Once again, I probably would buy less tangos and maybe buy like branches. I'm just personally a fan of stats for trading and then buying tangos afterwards. Legion, okay, she's going an oof build. Pretty reasonable. Dazzle with the boots. Yeah, I would say it's fine. I like Dazzle boots. Arc Warden, fine. Quap, unless she ate her tangos, no tangos. So all in all, hey guys, I'm impressed. All right, SC8 region, you know, I'm impressed, guys. I'm impressed. Oh, Quap, you're gonna miss that last hit. Okay, you'll get this one, right? Hello? You'll get this one, right? No! Come on. How do you miss all of them? What? He could have gotten all of them too. It's not like they were even hard CS. Bruh, and people don't know why they can't go up an MMR, like, stuff like that. Like, she's literally losing to an Alk. And you guys might be like, oh, but it's probably because she's not pressuring him correctly. Oh my god, is the Alk dead? No, it's because if she misses all of those last hits, she can't buy a salve and 2 mangoes. Like, literally right now, she needs to buy a salve and 2 mangoes and just keep hitting the Alk. But instead, she's completely out of regen, right? Oh my god, this is so bad! This is so bad! So I need to explain this concept to everyone. If you are laning against a hero, you need to stomp in lane. You are trying to stomp them. Do not rush a bottle. Do not rush a bottle when you're trying to stomp them. The only times you should rush a bottle if you're stomping them is if you're literally zoning them completely off the wave, right? The Alk had to immediately jungle. All right, sure. You know, you could buy a bottle first off and just, you know, sort of play the farm game yourself if you're beating them that hard. But clearly she's not beating him that hard. She needs more regen to do it. So she does pick up a salve. I still really feel like the mangoes are very necessary. Also, why is she not eating a tango? Why would you sit on this low of health? Eat a tango. Is this a troll? Is this guy smurfing? What is this? Okay, it's not smurfing. What is he doing? Why would you could have ate the tango at any time. Why would you eat it when you have to get the last hit? You could have let her, you could have, okay, I don't know. Maybe there's something I don't know. It's also not denying enough creeps, but what in god? Alright, I'm gonna stop watching this Quap, guys. I apologize for watching the Quap for so long, but why did she have 2 points in Blink? Who does this? Alright. Next up, we have the Dazzle, and he's rushing a medallion. Honestly, I find this mildly bad. Like, I don't think it's terrible. Part of me wants to say it's actually kind of good. I love the fact that he's wrapping on the Slark. I love that positioning, so good on Meow. Like, I really love when supports do that. They don't just sit behind their offlaner and wait for something to happen. They actually make plays happen. You know, especially when the Slark got left alone. That was great, but the medallion, it's okay. I'm just a much bigger fan of buying things like Stick, Mangoes, Clarities, so you can win the lane earlier on, right? Especially when I think about Legion Slark. Slark can win against Legion when he gets a bunch of items, but Legion wins early on. And so if I'm the Dazzle, I don't want to go for like a timing later on. I want to go for a timing early on, which is regen and stick, items like that, right? So, okay, Lion's dead. He's dead too. That's not really worth it though, because he gives Slark the permanent agility. All in all, this guy's playing really well. I just really wish he would change his build a bit, but like even this pointing Grave seemed very, very heads up. Like he skilled it mid-fight. I don't know if he would have gone this regardless. Generally when I'm playing Dazzle, I like to take the second point of Shadow Wave and just like hardcore pressure to lane. But if you're having a hard lane or it's like a super all-in lane, like they're just all-inning on you like this, the Grave is great. It was a bit early on the Grave, so, you know, not perfect, but after all, it got them the kill on the Slark, and that's worth it, even though he will end up dying here. They still got the kill on the Slark, which is good, right? Hopefully, what I see now is that this Orc Warden should get free farm, right? How does he 18 CS? What? Dude, they were tri-laning. This guy must be just missing CS left and right. That's the thing, guys. I know I say this all the time in my videos, but like, if you're not good at last hitting, you're just not going to gain MMR very fast. Because you need... How is he 1 in 3? They weren't even starting in his lane. What the? But you need to get good at CS to just be good at Dota. Okay, I like this kill attempt. Should have led with Flux. Let's check back on the Alk. Honestly, I have a feeling this guy's going to carry. Personally, if I was him, I'd probably go Treads. I'm not a huge fan of going Radiance before Treads. The reason for that is I really like having the attack speed when I get the Radiance damage, right? I think a lot of people just see Radiance as this aura, but one of the biggest benefits of the item is the fact that it gives you 60 damage, which is a huge number, right? And therefore, whenever you're playing Alk, guys, consider going Treads, because then you can actually use the damage that the item gives you. And you're harder to gank early on, so really I think Treads is just far better. It's, in my opinion, it's not even close. Alright, so it looks like he's going to get almost a 12-minute Radiance, which is very, very, very impressive. Good on him. I love the farming rotations. He seemingly played the lane very, very well. And yeah, honestly, I haven't watched him full on, full through, but everything looks pretty dang good here. After all, the Quap didn't pressure him really at all, which is generally why I say Alk is just free MMR. Like, this hero, if it doesn't get pressured, it just wins. Theoretically, it should, right? If you execute on it properly. Now, he's buying boots to travel, which is just... Ugh, I hate these builds. Why can't people just go normal builds that make you strong? Why not abuse the fact that Radiance makes you strong and fight? I know there's people who have gone bots, and I think there's even pros that have gone bots. I just personally hate this. I'd rather see him go like an armlet and so on and just kill people. So let's take a quick look at all the CS. Slark actually is 102. Wow. How does he have 102 when he's farming like this? This is so weird to me. Like, it's so weird to me that this guy has such good CS, right? 102 at 14. It's not, like, insane. What the heck? It's not insane, but, like, at the same time, he's just not queuing down this camp. Why would he not cast his Q here? I don't understand that. He didn't use his Iron Talent, and he didn't press his Q. Why? I genuinely don't understand the thought process behind this stuff. Maybe they haven't played enough Dota to get, like, that you're just supposed to spam your Dark Pack? I don't know. But it's just bizarre that it would work out like that. Oh my god. Alright, he's fine. He can actually kill her. He ultied a bit too early, so the reason why I say he ultied a bit too early is the only thing he has to be worried about is a Quap, which actually, you know, in that regard, it is good that he ulties early. But the pounce was, it's a bit dangerous. Like, is this even gonna work out? That's hilarious. What the? I mean, I don't think that's worth it for him. It's not bad, but he died first. So, wait, how did he die first? Alright, that was so weird. Also, I really dislike this item build from Pango, guys. In the lane, I think it's brutally important to buy Bottle on Pango. I feel like this is a hero that just thrives with Bottle. It's basically an earlier mana boost that also gives you HP. And your hero has natural sustain issues, right? Pango just has sustain issues. Why is he killing himself? Oh my gosh, that's horrendous. But your hero has sustain issues. You don't have any HP regen. You have no way to lifesteal or anything like that. And therefore, I think buying Bottle is just so much better than Mana Boots. It's not even close. Also, Maelstrom Rush, it's not terrible. It's just, I'm not a huge fan of it. I personally find that it makes you very squishy. I just highly prefer something like Vlad's, especially in a game like this where they have an Alk and a Slark and Arkward and so many right-clickers, Legion, even Quap to a large extent. I feel like Vlad's would just be so much better here to let him, sustain the game. It allows him to sustain his lane, sustain the game, split push a lot more. And one thing I do have to note as well, guys, these last hits are just embarrassing. They're embarrassing. And then I guarantee, guys, if I was to interview all of the players from this game about, what went wrong, a lot of them would not even acknowledge the fact that their last hits are this bad. I mean that. And you just can't win with this bad of CS. Especially in solo queue. Now, if you're watching OG, Sure, sometimes they'll sacrifice last hits in order to put map pressure, but the thing is, that requires a whole team's worth of effort. Sure, sometimes you can make plays alone, but often it's very, very difficult and ends in vain, right? It just ends poorly. And so more often than not, like I like what the Penguin's doing now, shoving waves, using his Maelstrom and Essence Ring, as well as Mana Boots to, you know, keep his farm up. And then you can make pressure based off these plays. For instance, now, if I'm the Pengo, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, I want to make a play with my Alk. My team's doing well. I have my Rolling Thunder. I'm going to go smoke. And I would tell my Lion to smoke. Why is he buying a Yules? What the? And I would tell, why are they all buying Yules? I mean, it's like a good Yules game because of potential Quap Orchid, Flux. You can Yules duels. But going back to the Pango point, I really wish he would just pop the smoke there. You know, this looks very Legend-esque to me, or, you know, Archon-esque, where their 3 playmakers, like, it's so bizarre. Their 3 playmakers are just literally sitting bottom. Like, it's not like they're setting up for a bottom tower push. They need to just run into the jungle and put down a ward. They need to run into this jungle, put down a ward, control an area, look for a pickoff. It's just so weird that they're just, I don't know, walking past each other and pop the smoke and go roam. Like, why are they just... You have to pop smokes, otherwise your ganks are going to fail. You're going to walk past wards. You don't walk as fast. Like, literally, smokes give you movement speed. It's such an important aspect of smokes. They just make you literally fast. I don't see why anyone wouldn't use them. But heading back to our boy Slark, rushing the Silver Edge. All right, you know, I'm not a fan. I just don't think this item, you know, spending all the gold that it costs is worth it. The cost for the item overall compared to what you could buy is just not there. You know, I'd personally rather see him just buy Sanjin Yasha this game, you know, for instance. I think the enemy team has a hard time dealing with him. It is a pretty decent Silver Edge game to get on top of the Arc Warden, and it's a pretty good pub item, you know, Shadowblade that is, not necessarily Silver Edge, but I'm a much bigger fan of the stats build right now, just being able to go in. But as you can see here, he's going to hunt the Arc Warden, which is good. Way too early on the pounce. Way too early on the pounce. Guys, I talked about this in my recent spellcasting video. Don't cast pounce until you have to. So, he hits him twice with Echo Saber, right? He didn't even get the... Oh my god. That is so bad. Just to be clear, guys, he actually loses the kill. They might end up getting it in the end, right? I didn't watch the end, but... He needs to hit, Q? No. Oh my god. It's just triggering me every time I see it. Punch, Q, walk forward. Right? You see how he's standing still? That's terrible. Walk, hit, Q, walk forward, hit, then pounce. Like, once this guy puts down the magnetic field or whatever, you don't instantly pounce, because then he can actually walk away. Now he ends up dying, and, you know, the enemy team is just getting clapped. So it didn't end up mattering, but that's the thing where if it's in a, you know, a game where you're behind or even when you're ahead, you know, you don't want to do that, because every time you lose those little bit of damage efficiencies, it's just going to potentially sacrifice your game. And I think a lot of players, you know, they don't see that type of thing, but it really does matter. Okay, he's just popping off right now. He kind of needs to disengage, though. All right, I like that pounce away. Okay, re-engaging on the high ground. Love it. Wow, he just... Oh my gosh, I actually can't believe he died. To be honest, I think if I was in his position, I would sort of do the same thing. Maybe he shouldn't have punched the Blade Mail the entire time. The only thing I would say is, like, maybe he could have just tried to Dark Pack the Dazzle and then look for the pounce over, but once again, I don't think his decision-making is that bad. He did have a wand he could have popped at the end, but that's alright. I wouldn't blame him too hard. Alk, busy farming, 0-1. Classic Alk. Guys, just to be clear, all he had to do was just buy, like, Armlet or, like, a Blink with the Radiance, and then run to the side lanes and get a pick off. Like, just buy a Blink after your Radiance with Treads, walk to a side lane with a Smoke, and Blink on the first person you see, and it's essentially a guaranteed kill. I've never seen that not work. So just keep that in mind, guys. What am I watching? Guys, what am I watching? So, their team is death pushing mid. So, by the way, I respect this Elk. You know, regardless of his item build, like, at least he's taking Roshan, you know? He clearly is a Game Leap subscriber. You can tell. Ton of last hits. You know, ton of last hits, just farming his brains off, picking Elk, taking Roshan before pushing the tier 2. And, you know, this is important. But at this point in the game, he has to learn how to become assertive and tell his team, like, hey guys, I'm Roshing, I need your help. Because otherwise, then your team does stuff like this. You need to not yell at your team, but, like, assertively communicate to them, hey guys, I really want to Rosh, and then you ping it. And if they don't come, you ping it again. And then you say, hey guys, I'm Roshing, and then you ping it again, right? You never be toxic and never single out one person, right? You want your team to feel like you're never flaming them in specific. You just want to make it seem like it's a general call that applies to everyone. Because when you attack someone personally, then they get offended. But if you just say it kind of like in general, People are more willing to follow along, and oh my god. Alright, he'll be able to take it, I think. That was so scuffed. Oh my, it almost got sniped. It almost got sniped. Dude, just kill them. You have a Radiance. Why are you running away? I mean, an Abyssal. The bush. Hit the Quap. Dude, this is so weird. Like, why is he punching the Dazzle? Like, the guy is dead. Just go hit the Quap. Alright. Alright, and seemingly to end off the game, the Slark has been picked off once again. Now, I mean, this initiation to the fight is a 1 out of 10. It's just horrific. And what I mean by that is, it's so important to, you know, be able to pre-prep your bottles. So, this is a fine entry into the fight. Optimally, you don't run through vision, because when you run through vision, the enemy team can react. So, theoretically, he doesn't want to walk through this tower, but it's okay. But he should have a bottle charging, so he can actually throw it right here at the Ogre, preventing the Force Staff, which would, you know, make sure he doesn't get kited. Now, that doesn't happen. Whatever, the Arc Warden is just positioning so poorly. So he dies, and they end up winning the fight. And this is why I say Alk is kind of just, you know, the easy way to play Dota, because you hit a lot of creeps and then you just barrel stuff down the lane and kind of hit the first person you see until there's someone squishy you can get on top of. And that's kind of the Alk method. It is very, very effective. I've stressed this over many videos, and you just kind of got to get really good at the farming, really good at creep aggro mid, really good at laning, good discipline to not show up to bad fights and so on. And then, hey, you take Roshan. So props to this guy, even though I think he's dead here. Oh, he's gonna get off the ulti. Don't man up, run away. Up. Oh, he's fine. He lives through it, Alchemist. And he also could be significantly tankier than this. Like, I like the, some of the question mark. I like the Abyssal. I think the Butterfly is pretty good this game too, but, you know, the whole bots thing, it's just a lot of gold, and most importantly, it could just be, you know, some sort of, it could be some sort of satanic. So fat, well play, Alki. Don't let Quap mid again. Yeah, honestly, I kind of don't blame this Alk. Being a little bit toxic, but that Quap was horrendous. I'm just being honest. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me which bracket and which server I should do next in the comment section down below. I always have a good time doing this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Before you leave, just want to say a quick message. If you're trying to get better at Dota, or you just enjoyed that video, I know this is pretty general, and you're going to hear this quite a bit from me, but I recommend you sign up to gameleap.com. Why? Because I put a lot of effort into the content over there, and generally the effort I do there is different from the content you're going to see here on YouTube. It is different. In fact, I usually go a lot more in depth on topics or into niche topics that help you get to the next level even faster. Because on YouTube, I often have to keep it more mainstream. And that's even why I'm putting it at the end of this YouTube video. That's why this is at the end, because a lot of people just watch 5 minutes, they skip through just for like the dopamine spike. But if you are interested in actually getting better at Dota, I recommend you go to the description down below, get your discount right now by clicking the link, sign up, use the discount code that you're going to see there, and I hope to see you there right now. So click it, and yeah, thanks for watching.